Alright, we created this video to highlight the different features or upgrades to the Zoll 5.1 upgrade. There's a couple things I want to point out, pretty quick and simple. Most of the features or upgrades that came with the software are behind the scenes, administrator type things that make the actual program flow a little bit better, but there are a couple of things I want to point out which will also make documentation of the field a little bit more streamlined and easier. First off, I can say that at the end of August we added the dispatch times to the trip menu right below dispatch here. So if you haven't noticed that or haven't had a chance to do a report yet, that's where they are. They also occur in the back of the page as well, the last page of the report as well if you want to add them there. But putting them in the beginning helps streamline the report a little bit more to make it a little bit easier for individuals. First thing I want to point out here is you'll notice we added a little radio button down here for MPRs. Currently, if you want to do an MPR, you'd have to go to your signatures page and get a signature noted as an MPR, and then in your actual outcome, note your patient disposition as a no treatment required /MPR. Now you also had to get a report for every single patient you encountered on scene. Now with the MPR button, what it allows us to do is get a signature for one of the patients on the scene and fill out this individual patient care report, all these different buttons, with our one patient on scene. Most likely it's going to be the patient complaining of an injury. If you have no complaints of any injuries on scene and you have 4 patients who qualify for an MPR, you still need to do at least one of the reports or fill out one of these tablet PCR reports with the information up here. You can't put all 4 individuals in this MPR. It's not going to work that way. So allocate this actual PCR to one individual and put the rest in the MPR button here. If I have more than one individual complaining of pain or some sort of complaint on scene, which would eliminate them from being an MPR candidates, I still need to do a different patient care report for every one of those patients. I can't keep adding signatures for individuals who are choosing to refuse care. So I still need to capture all this data on all those patients. So what you can do, you can again obtain your initial refusal, come down to the MPR button, click on Add. On the right side you'll have patient refusal form. It'll be the only option you have, and input your information. You're going to need the name of the individuals, the name of the person refusing care. Go through and fill it out. And then have them sign. Click down the plus button to add another one, and you can keep stacking them up for as many patients as you need. Now this eliminates the need to add patient care reports for each individual who is technically qualifies as an MPR. They're essentially asking for the same information that we had in our old paper forms. The next item, under the narrative screen, I have the ability to auto-generate a narrative. Now, one thing I will caution you on auto-generating a narrative is this is not going to write a complete narrative for you. What it's going to do is pull information out of other areas of the report to put them in your narrative itself. So my caution to you is make sure if you decide to use this, you need to augment the report that it's creating to make a full report to truly paint an accurate picture of what occurred on scene. So when I click auto generate, it's going to pull data from the report. Now this is nothing filled out here, but you can see where it says not documented. It'll pull different aspects of the patient, the age, the dispatch complaint, things of that nature. It is your responsibility and your partner's responsibility to ensure that items that are documented in this are accurate. So again, you can use auto generate, but don't rely on it solely for the aspect of writing a report that's going to make it complete. Use it as a tool, or don't use it, it's up to you, but it is a feature you can choose to utilize if you wish. If you choose to auto-generate and you don't like the information that I put in there, click clear, yes, and it'll remove everything from there.